Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Okay, so today is actually, yeah, I'll be texturing these two or this. These I still don't know if they should illuminate or just but it's definitely not gonna be a metallic object. So let me check if I just wanted to hear my voice for a second. Okay, let's play some music. I'm actually done unwrapping this. I don't think there's anything that I need to do with this, so let me just save this file. I'm starting to get worried because, like, what, this is the day 42. I know that the beginning of the month, the beginning of this project, I gave myself like about a month to complete the project, but honestly, especially since I'm just giving it about 2 hours per day, that's not enough, honestly. So I don't know. I mean, it's been 2 months right now, right? Or almost 2 months actually. Yeah, anyways, but I do wanna finish it within 60 days. That should be a realistic time limit, I guess, but we'll see. What I do plan to do is that I know I usually do the base textures and then do the procedural texture of that object. So what I'm actually gonna do is just do the base textures of every object and then come back and see, if I have time to do the procedurals. Yeah, but basically, 2 months is like the deadline. So hopefully I usually complete that. What am I looking for? Okay. Oh, okay. I did not actually name that. Wait, let me go back to that project and name those objects. Just gonna call it or what is this actually? God, was it GU? Yeah, I don't know if I spelled that correctly, but yeah, at least it has a name instead of just plain. Thought I had a shortcut for that. Yeah, I did. Right. Let's before applying that. Let's just see how many subdivision vertices I have. 4,000. So I think I can push it to just below 1 million and still have you know, let's just check it. Let me just remove that. That's we already are about 200,000. Yeah, I think making it 4 takes it right. Okay, above 1 million. Okay, I don't mind with this. I don't mind. It's actually okay. Yeah, it's actually okay. First, let's save this actually. Then we're gonna apply this and then just save it again. I don't want to import it again, so just doing that these two different steps at different files basically. So okay, now just need to check if this is gonna bake. I still haven't actually found let's just leave it as cal. I still haven't found a way to transfer the what's this, the vertices from one object to another. It's, I think, you know, if the object has like a different subdivision level, then, you know, transferring that is not possible. That's, you know, that's a problem, and when that happens, I guess that would mean that I'll probably have to redo the dress again. What am I looking for? Attribute. That was a lot of work to do, honestly. Maybe, you know what, I can find another way to bake those yeah, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I've already textured the object, right? So on the mesh, right? But what if I just delete the, okay, no, that's probably not gonna work. I was thinking of maybe deleting the vertices, some vertices, I guess, to reduce the number, and then bake it and see what will happen. Okay, let's see if it's gonna actually bake this. Has to be 4K, so, or maybe if I just make it a 2K resolution, then it could bake. I don't know. Something I could also try.
School for the first time, crossed your grace in loving light, fire and flame for a long time.
Alright, let's.
With that spark, you ignite my heart. You ignite my heart. You ignite my heart. You ignite my heart. The years fly by, but we can't stop to fool around and get worked up. I want you to forever stay. I mean, it's safe to say you ignite my heart.
Okay, it bakes. It bakes. That's a good thing.
You ignite my heart. You ignite my heart.
It's taking a long time just to bake one texture, basically. Not like I filled the entire thing with texture. Maybe, you know, I guess black is still registering the black part as well. Yeah, actually it makes sense because I've filled everything with black and then picture it white. Alright, a textured both. Oh, okay. I think I know why it textured that like this. Both the back and the front, okay. Alright, yeah, let's texture this. Actually, what I'm gonna do is append one. What's this? I'm gonna append the material. Not from here. This is just so that, you know, I can actually use the same colors for, you know, texturing all of this. gonna use the same names. No point in coming with new names. Let me get the reference.
When no one knows how it feels between disasters. It comes and goes. The life of dreams is moving faster. And no one knows the constant fear of what comes after. We'll never know. It's weighing me down. Got my feet on the ground. Let's hide away from the lies. And run away from the light. Let's run away.
Yeah, this is just like a color, and then what it's done is probably they used some what's this? They made it illuminate, I guess.
We're falling hard to find the answer.
Actually, what I'm gonna do is texture both sides, and then just to make this a lot more quicker, you know, then make it texture, you know, both sides, I guess. So that's weird. Getting the feeling that I was actually texturing
Let's run away.
that is weird. So it's actually texturing the wrong axis. Why is that? Considering this the x-axis, I guess. And let's just okay.
That's good.
Ah, rotations. Actually gonna just change that. Either okay, that's a little bit weird because I don't know why it's actually registering this like this actually. Okay. I thought it was the rotation of this, but it's actually something else. I mean, this is definitely using global, not like I'm using the local axis, I'm using global axis, so I don't think this can actually affect the color, the way it colors the object. So the only way I can think of this, that it's doing this right, is that right now this object is not being, it's not reading as one. No, it is reading as one object, but that is weird. Where is the, you know what, let's find where the, okay, I see the reason why it's doing that. It's because of the origin. Actually, the origin reads here over here, so what I'm actually gonna do is change the origin and make this part the origin.
Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me. Cause you and
Oh, you know what? I could just
a secret.
make what,
Drift
origin of geometry. Then it should put it right in the middle, right? Yeah.
our breath. This is so
Alright.
just you and me with the
Now I think it should actually texture properly. There it is, yeah.
Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me. Cause you and I are a secret. Feel like drift against your skin. Cause honestly, let's hold our breath. This is so real. Just you and me with the skate girl tonight.
Okay, the way I'm doing it right now is making the brush too soft on one side, and then over here it looks like it's almost like a hard brush. I don't know. Let's just delete this. Ooh, okay. I just realized that this is actually a sharp object, but it's okay. I don't think I actually even made this part. Let's just bring the wireframe. Yeah, I actually didn't make this part a sharp object, I guess. rather, you know, sharp over here. Just left it basically it was supposed to continue like this, I guess, because this one is already sharp over here. Okay, I'm actually gonna hide these two. Wait. I only want these. I don't want this because they're gonna have different color, right? Actually, also a different material, which I should actually place over here. New material, I guess. Just gonna name it light for now, just to remember, you know, that this is actually a light object. Oh, okay, wait. Before hiding that, oh, interesting. It's huh? Oh, okay. I see what it is there. Okay. No, let me actually do it the opposite way. So what it's doing, it's hiding the front side, I guess, and forgetting it's not selecting everything basically. So, and this has just jammed. I don't know why. Okay, it's probably because of this. I'm just gonna select these ones actually, and then hide them. Huh, interesting. It's not selecting everything. Okay. Not. I'm just gonna manually select these actually. Then hide them. Okay. I don't know why it's actually set. The UVs are definitely not overlapping, so I don't know why it's actually treating it like it's overlapping UVs. Let's see. I did something wrong. Like, Why is it also indicating that it shouldn't be texturing the backside basically? So that's the weird part. And this is definitely not an open mesh, right? Wait, let's move to wireframe and let's see. Yeah, it's not an open mesh, so this one is in a way, but even this shouldn't when I texture one side, it shouldn't texture the other side. Okay, that is interesting. I don't know why it's doing this. We don't want it like this. What I want is actually, you can tell here these like spokes are going like this, but it's not everywhere. So I want to give a similar feeling, I guess. Yeah, that is weird. I think it could be the fact that the objects are close to one another. I mean, apart from that, I can't really explain why it's texturing from both sides actually. Because if this was open mesh, then yeah, it's actually it would be like I'm actually texturing. No, even if it was an open mesh, I'm just texturing one poly, I guess, which it shows on both sides. But over here, these polys are not same, and they shouldn't be showing as one, the same basically. Not the same detail shouldn't be on both of them basically. I don't remember unwrapping this in such a way that it affects, both sides when I do this. So you see that's the one for the top, and then the bottom and the top, and these don't overlap each other. So yeah, that's weird. If you know a fix for this, just let me know, but for now I'm just gonna continue with this actually. Just gonna give it the illusion that that part is actually exists. Wait. Somehow I feel like it's actually the okay, no, it's not the axis thing. So I thought that was the reason why it's behaving like this actually. I want wireframes, but the thing is when you know okay, I'm just gonna make wireframes and then reduce the opacity. Just so I can see, you know, the inside of this.
Crowded places, feel it sinking in. Lonely faces, say you need a friend. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more inhibition, I'll show you I care. You've been lost and alone in the city lights I know. Getting hot, feeling low, and it's out of your control. You should know that I won't leave you. I'll stay beside you. I'm never letting you go. You've been lost and alone in the city lights I know. But I will guide you home. Fight your battles, always by yourself. In the shadows, hear you cry for help. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more
I wonder if it's so yeah, it's definitely affecting both sides. But the thing is, on the other side, it's making it a little bit lighter than it is on the side where I'm texturing it, I guess.
you should know that I won't leave you. I'll stay beside you. I'm never letting you go. You've been lost and alone in the city lights I know. But I will guide you home.
Hey, I want to promote your channel and your followers. Wait, views chatbot. The price is lower than any competitor, and the quality is guaranteed the best. Auto on, incredible flexibility and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it off and on. Customize. Go to. Yeah. No. I'm good. I'm good. Wait, let me just remove this message. I wonder after this what I should actually model. I know I said I remember, you know, I said that I was gonna model an alien character. Well, basically Ahsoka is the way she looks is not human like, but it's not human character, but she is human like, I guess. So when I think about it, I'm basically not creating an alien like character, I guess. Basically, you know what I'm actually gonna search for is an alien character, but they should have at least 4 legs or more than 1 legs, and it shouldn't be what's this character that walks on 2 feet, basically. So quadruped, or what is it, hexaped? Is that even how you say it, when they walk on 6 legs? Alright, let's just remove this wireframe because it's killing my computer.
I'm a mess, wanna guess how I gonna lose stress. I'm a mess, you wanna guess, do you wanna be undressed? I'm a
Oh, actually didn't model this properly, but yeah, I actually forgot to add that. No, you can actually just make that. I don't know how to do it. You know, make an illusion of you know, like of depth, I guess. Unless if I'm using normal map, you know, then so you would have to texture it like this, so that it, you know, gives the impression that this inserts like that. Then you'd have to play with, lighting. That's the thing, the fact that you have to play with lighting to get the result. That's a little bit of a challenge for me, I guess. I guess I get confused between the lighting, what's this? The direction of the lighting, I guess. Over here you can tell it's light, so I would have to make it, just make it a little bit light somewhere like that, get a similar result. Mm, mm. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove that. Even the way I did it, I feel like it's okay. Just making this a lot more faster. I know usually I don't just rush things like this, but I really am worried that I'm on day it's not a commission or anything, but I'm just even if I don't complete it, it's just what I'm trying to do is get myself in that mindset that you know mm, if I say a project is going to end, it should at least last this long, then it should you know because I realize that apart from when I need to push things, I don't really, I take my time, like, and I go slow, it's very, very slow, I guess, with the process, and I'm just trying to speed it up, I guess, get used to the idea of speeding up a project. Yes, this was actually not enough. Right now, some of this is becoming pixelated. Yeah, I was worried about it when I saw it, but yeah. Hmm. Okay. seems okay. Just gonna, this part is gonna be a blue part, so I'm not gonna texture that. Just gonna make this part a little bit darker than this. I know it's caused by the lighting, but yeah. Alright, time to break symmetry.
Qu'est-ce qui m'arrive? Qu'est-ce que je représente? Qui je suis, putain? Va falloir que je me lève. Que je recommence à zéro. C'est comme ça que ça se termine. Une balle dans la tête, deux balles dans le ventre. Mais putain, faut que je me relève.
What language is this? It sounds like French. Actually, I don't know. That sounds similar to, to how they usually hear French, I guess. You know, like the way these guys drive on the highway, it's almost like, I know they are cops, but like some of them they go at very high speed, I guess, or maybe it's just when they pass here, or you know, it just sounds like they are speeding up, I guess. But it's insane. And you'd be surprised with how many accidents actually happen over here, man. Especially, I think just last month I remember seeing about four of them around maybe like 5 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock. You just see these accidents, and you know, I get it. It's a city that, you know, it doesn't sleep early, you know, really sleeps, I guess, but because you always see cars on the highway. But yeah, that's insane. At the time, I just feel like it's those guys that, you know, just came to a party and decided, I'm gonna drive back home. Right.
Take me up to heaven. Yeah, she got me reaching still. Nothing to stop me falling. Who knew that love could kill? I don't wonder why I'm breathing heavy like the weight of it's on my chest. Cause it ain't no lie, I need it more than any metaphor could express. If looks can't kill, maybe I die tomorrow, but I'll be reaching still. Cause it's a feeling I can't let go. If looks can't kill,
Let me just save this. You know, I noticed that whenever I model clothing, actually, I always take so long to actually model it. Yesterday I was actually doing some pants, you know, just to monitor my speed, I guess. And honestly, it took me the whole day just to make the pants, and which, you know, to make things worse, I'm not even done with them. But mostly it's just almost completed. But I guess, you know, the thought of the fact that it's, you know, it took about the whole day just to model some pants. I honestly don't know how long it takes other people to model pants, but for me, you know, it's something I wasn't conscious of, but now I just realized it feels, you know, like it's something ridiculous. And you know, mostly it's because when I model things, you know, like I guess how can I say it? I'm not conscious of the time that I'm spending on creating something. I just do it, you know, and I guess I have those moments where I just pause and just think uh, about how to approach modeling something before modeling it, I guess, and that usually takes quite, you know, a lot of time for me to actually reach a decision of like, okay, I'm gonna model this like this, and I'll get this result.
All your interests.
But I did find the reason why my computer is so full of it has low memory because at one point, I was just modeling things, and during that time I was modeling and recording everything. Basically, uh, that's actually a good thing. Whatever you're doing, just make sure that you record it, even if it's something that you're probably not gonna show. You never know, basically. But just record anything that you model, basically. Because I realized that I have so many records, and that's most of them, they are like 1 gig, around that much. That's what's eating up the memory in this laptop, actually.
Oh, there's something in my chest that I can't hide. When feelings get involved, I'm terrified. 'Cause I've been here before.
Because it's good to have at least a breakdown of what you model.
Are you the one when I try look, I wish I'd find? Oh,
Although I don't think I've actually spent time watching some of those breakdowns.
for you I give it one more try.
And most of them, it's mostly characters, which at one point, you create characters and then you're like, do I want to continue modeling this character or not? Because right now I have like 5 characters, which I've modeled them, but I haven't textured them. And the reason for that is because I just didn't want to continue with it. Like you start a character and then that enthusiasm is no longer there. Which I feel like if you're gonna start a character, you should at least I remember someone actually saying something like this, that create a story around the character, right? It's just a short story. You don't. It's not like you're doing a storyboard or anything. Just write a few things about the character. That if someone would see the model and read introduction of the character, they would be able to tell what kind of character this person is, basically. So yeah, it helps a lot, I guess, especially as to, you know, how you're gonna pose the character at the end. You know, once you've textured the character, how are you gonna pose the character, what elements to add in the scene, you know, because you just don't want to create a character and leave it in a T-pose position, right? Create a an action scene, basically, or, you know, a scene that tells you something about the character, I guess. And by, you know, just writing all those details, you know, you get a clear, you know, idea as to, you know, how the character should end up, I guess. Because for this one, I still need to model the lightsaber. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna make a I didn't do it for the other characters, but for this one, that's, you know, something that I'm actually gonna start doing whenever I create characters, is create a small scene, you know, that also tells you what this person is doing, or, you know, something like that. So basically, this one, she will be like what's this? Repairing her lightsaber, basically. That's the idea of this. Just to make sure, you know. Actually, the idea is that she's repairing her lightsaber while the ship is being attacked, basically. So it's almost like she's caught off guard, you know, while she was repairing, and then all of a sudden an emergency goes off, and, you know, now she has to, you know, hurry up and, you know, fix things before you know, the, what do you call them, the drones get on board, basically. Either the drones or the clones. Actually, it's the drones, because by the time when she was an apprentice, she was actually, they were fighting the, what's it, what the name of it? Those drones, basically, those drones that were created by Count Dooku's army, and yeah, all those guys, I guess. I just forgot the name of that force. Okay. I'm actually gonna, that's a blue-gray, but I wanna add a blue color. And for rigging, I'm actually not gonna make it complex rig. Actually, it's just gonna be something simple, you know. Actually, I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna rig it that much. It's just gonna be the basic FK, what is this? Is it FK or IK? No, FK actually. Yeah, FK rig. You want this right before this. Mm, 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 mm.
but I keep on We're all searching for that open door. Show me proof that there is something more. I just hope I am okay with the choices I make. Maybe then I'll understand. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to
Yeah.
hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling.
Mm, 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 mm. But the idea, is not to make a scene that is so complex that, because I remember the first, when I actually first streamed, I remember I created, um, what is this? An environment for the character as well, and I was like, I scrapped it all together because, yeah, it was, actually back then, I wanted my stream to be like, a stream where I would, not just stream making characters, but also go all the way up to animating it. And the reason why I actually didn't continue with that is because, first, rigging is it's not difficult, but I just kept forgetting everything about rigging. I guess I also felt that it was actually around the time when I decided my modeling skills are not where I want them to be, basically. So I felt like, I should actually focus on one area and then come back and do that at a later stage, basically. Which that's what I want to do. I guess still going to, at some point, I think I'm reaching a stage where um I'm getting better at modeling and texturing, and which is why I'm actually starting to add scene. I want to plan it. I want to add a little bit of a scene, to the character, and then do it little by little, and before make it a stream where I'm not just creating the character, but I'm also animating it. So first, it'll be like in the stream I'm actually gonna introduce FK rigging, I guess. Oh man. Oh no, actually that's the open mesh part. But yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. It doesn't matter. I don't know why it's actually doing that though. For this character, I'm gonna introduce at least make it what's this? Rig what do you call this? FK only. make this a wireframe. Just make it an FK rig, I guess. And then, you know, introduce that more rigs, the more characters I create, I guess. You know, instead of just putting all in once, you know, starting all this process, you know, from all at once, basically. That for me, I feel like it would have been a lot of information for me, actually, to try and remember, I guess. But I know that FK is actually easy to set up. The problem comes, you know, when you actually do the FKIK switch. I remember it, but you know, it's just there's so much that's going on that, you know, the process, it's vague actually. Let me just say that. I actually wanted to add R2 into this, but then I was like, that's hard surface modeling, and you know, creating armor alone is it's already enough, I guess. It'll probably take a longer time to complete the character actually if I add trying to create R2 into the scene. So basically it's just gonna be her trying to reassemble her lightsaber while everything, you know, the environment indicates that there's an emergency basically. Let me actually use this.
You know I'm one of a kind, or so I've been told. No matter where we go, I know we're gonna make it. No matter where we go, I know we're not alone. We face it all cause now we know that we can take it. We face it all cause we go big or we go home. Dance, like you made it, you found it all. This is paradise. Dance, like you made it, you found it all. This is paradise. This is paradise. This is paradise. Yo. Don't be afraid to let go, just a little bit more. Taking the heavenly glow, we've come to adore. No matter where we go, I know we're gonna make it. No matter where we go, I know we're not alone. We face it all cause now we know that we can take it. We face it all cause we go big or we go home. Dance,
Okay. Ooh. Okay, I actually textured the wrong face. This is where the okay, fine. I'm just gonna make all of them blue. The place I was actually supposed to texture is this one, not this part, but yeah. Let's just alright, let's just do the symmetry. I know like some of this is probably not gonna be visible, especially if like it's not like you're gonna see her showing this both sides like this, so but the reason why I'm doing this is so that I get used to the idea of uh, that the at some point I need to break the symmetry of an object, because that's actually what I'm practicing right now when I'm sculpting. Because other times I just model the characters in symmetry, but I forget that I have to break the symmetry, I guess. So it's just something that I've started doing even during textures, so that I remind myself, okay, you need to break the symmetry of the character, I guess, or whatever it is you're doing. The details is not even that much, like it's not even gonna be that visible, I guess. But I feel like it's the process that actually matters right now.
What does it mean to be happy? Cause it looks like we all don't know. Glass half full or empty. Man, we just putting on the show. Try to look to the heavens to tell us things that we beg to know. Like what did the song mean? There's no tomorrow.
Oh, shit. I feel like starting to learn how to do things with a tablet. I mean, not this a drawing tablet, instead of going straight to having a Cintiq. Helps a lot, especially with hand eye coordinate. Because you have to get used to the idea that the small screen, especially the smaller the tablet is, I guess, or you have to get used to the fact that although I'm talking about this, if you're not aware of this, you have to get used to the idea that the space where you're drawing is actually small as compared to what the strokes you're making on the screen. Especially for me, when I remember when I was in university, the tablets in universities were actually a lot larger than this, and because I'm so used to doing everything on this small one, right? Making strokes on that big one, or it meant that I had to do larger movements, I guess. And I guess it's something you're not used to. For me, I never really got used to the idea of doing larger strokes. It just it made the entire thing a lot more challenging, I guess. What's this color? Oh, okay, I remember which color it is actually. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it. No, actually, for now Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna make duplicate color and then just change this. Because right now it's not even visible, so just wanna make it a lot more visible. Just make it maybe a reddish tone. Just remove that. No. No. Gonna have this, but just make it a lot more brighter. Yeah. I actually lost my trail of thoughts. Yeah, basically, the tablet actually is it helps a lot when you know just to get the hand-eye coordinate and when you because I remember there were Cintiqs in the university obviously, but whenever I would do a drawing using the Cintiq, it was a lot more easier. And that's basically that's what it is because it's almost like you're drawing on any paper. It's you get used to it's easy to draw on directly than to draw somewhere else and then look at the screen while not looking at the direction of your strokes basically. So that transitioning of between Cintiq and tablet is was quite challenging, and if you don't have the patience, I guess you might find it a little bit frustrating like I did. But yeah, I feel like just having only one and then you know focus on learning that one first, and then you can actually just go on and pick the whichever one you prefer. But I would recommend starting with the if you want to draw anything, whether you're texturing, drawing, anything that requires a tablet. I would recommend that you actually start with anything that requires texturing or strokes basically. I would recommend that you start with a tablet, and then once you get used to the feeling of doing that with a tablet, you can actually just switch and go back to you can do the Cintiq thing, or shit, okay. I don't want to do this twice. If I already did this, so I'll just leave it the way it is for now. I lost my trail of thought again. Yeah, basically, actually, get used to the feel of a tablet, a drawing tablet. It's actually a lot more affordable than a Cintiq, and because for me, luckily I knew I couldn't afford a Cintiq before this cheaper version came out, I guess. Back then, because what 24 inch display was still expensive even right now, which you know there's no way I'm gonna buy something that expensive unless if I'm making you know enough money I guess to cover it up, that type of expense. But right now, yeah, what I did was buy this really old, you know I bought it back then. It was actually new, but I bought the Intios, and honestly it's been very helpful because although I didn't use it for drawing, I use it for texturing. But the practice of making strokes, I guess, using it helped a lot with hand-eye coordinate basically. And the weirdest feeling is, when you get each time you make a stroke. For me, it was, you know, trying to get used to that feeling was, I think it took me quite some time actually, because before I spent a long time just using the Uni Cintiqs because it was a lot more easier. It was faster to do things, I guess, projects. But then, when it came to times when I couldn't actually go to the uni, or the fact that it was too far to go there, if when you don't have lectures, basically, that's when basically the progress that I was making was very slow basically. So that's how I decided, let me pull my sock and learn how to use this properly. Basically, for the first few weeks, actually around the first month, basically it will feel weird. It depends on how fast you actually are at adjusting to that weird feeling. But for me, the first month was just weird, I guess. Especially when I was used to using the Cintiq, I guess. It just, I wasn't getting the same result that I was getting when I was using the Cintiq, basically. So, but slowly you adjust to that. One thing I can say is that I would not use it to model characters. It's only for me. I use it for texturing and just texturing and drawing. When it comes to modeling characters, that's something that it'll have to wait, because I feel like then my process is just gonna be a lot more slower. Okay, what the heck? Oh no. I thought I turned it on. I remember seeing myself turn it on actually. So I turned the wireframe on, that's why. I thought I was actually turning the x-axis on, but actually the wireframe. Yo, the now when I just actually this feeling of feeling like I have to redo something again. Actually, it happened when I was actually what's this? Uh, I was actually searching for a shortcut to switch between sculpt mode and what's this? Sculpt mode and yeah, sculpt mode basically between objects basically. So the shortcut for that is Alt Q, and what I did was press Alt Control Q, and that just got out of Blender. The weird thing is Blender did not even inform me that I had to save the file. Basically, it just exited Blender, which I don't know why. Usually when you press this, it tells you do you want to save or not, right? But when I pressed Alt Q, it just exit Blender, and to my surprise, I was like, okay, wait, what did I just press? What just happened? Luckily, I have this oh shit, this one is actually not. Yeah, it is. I have this power save thing where each time it saves the project, which it's supposed to save every 2 minutes, but it's actually look at that spends about 30 minutes just to save. I don't know why it's doing that. Actually, it's supposed to save every 2 minutes interval. Oh, you know what I think it's doing? Wait. Okay. It's actually saving every 2 minutes, but it's yeah, it's a surface no, okay. Shouldn't that like yeah, these things, they feel like the same thing actually, because I think I should actually change it to customize so that it becomes a different folder each time it saves, because right now I think it's just overriding this the save every 2 minutes basically, and each time I make a new, okay, now it just saved it saved 2 minutes after I saved. Okay. What I wanted that to do actually is to save with every what's this? I wanted to save increments without me actually doing the increments myself, I guess. I don't know. I should actually check it out and see if that's actually possible. Then that way I don't have to worry about saving. overriding it is okay, but sometimes the file can actually get corrupt, or especially when like the file is actually quite heavy, right? That usually just it finds it difficult to open it unless if I'm basically opening it. What's this? Once I open Blender, right, and then go to open recent files, it doesn't open it, but then once I click on the file itself, it opens it. That's the weird thing.
Children used to run and play. Look at all the mess we made. Guess I never know where it went wrong. Sometimes I feel like all that's
Honestly, this character is, I shouldn't actually be what's this, adding procedural textures to this, because I said I was trying to, do a similar workflow as this, but since for me, adding procedural textures is my workflow, so I just didn't want to remove that out of the equation, because I like the idea of texturing the clothing base color of the clothing, but I also want some of the textures, the patterns of the clothing to look procedural. Technically, it's not that it looks procedurally, but it looks like actual fabric.
The burden that you left is way too heavy for me. Do you ever feel like the world would die out? My anxiety's off the roof, I cry out. We have gone too far, take me back right now. I see fire burning, but I close my eyes. I'd rather deny that. Everything is falling out of place. I see trees ripped from the ground, but nobody makes a sound. I see fire burning, but I'm fine. Yeah, nobody.
I'll add this over here as well. Alright, it actually works. Mhm. I don't know. Is it okay? Like, let's see. With and without. I think over here it's okay. But over here I shouldn't really add it. Because here I want the Okay, for now I'm just gonna leave it like this and continue with this actually. Actually, what I want is to continue this line all the way like this. Because that's basically what, you know, it was supposed to continue like that.
Mama said you're meant to burn as bright as a star among the midnight sky. All the pressure blinded me, but now I see I'm no different from the rest. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling. But I keep on falling.
You know what? At times like this, that ZBrush rotating canvas thing actually helps a lot, because that's what I actually need right now.
Searching for that open.
Rotating it like this is,
Show me proof that there is something more.
you know, getting the right angle, you know, without being able to control the, what's this, the viewport rotation basically, and that's a little bit difficult. And 3D, now that I actually remember, 3ds Max also has a similar feature, you know, where instead of rotating the, you know, the object, you can actually rotate the view, you know, the viewport. So basically it's like you have the same position of the model, but you just, you know, changing the viewport.
But I keep on
I know you can actually do it by, but with cameras actually. I think if you want a similar, you know, result like that, making that result with cameras is a lot more better. Just put the camera in the scene, you know, and then by rotating the camera, then, you know, you change yes, its rotation, you know, on how it looks at the object basically. But then that, I feel like it's gonna be limited to whichever direction the camera is looking at the model from. So that means you'd, like, if you're someone who just works with front view and side view, you'd need two cameras, one that shows the side view and one that shows the front view, I guess.
doesn't work like it used to. As I know I remain a danger to me, to you. Growing altered by the moment, dear, in the sedation, idle, sweet on survival. I'm on fire, waiting your arrival. I never expect to be saved without it. All you could ask for never made it here now. Wanna be alone. It's much to bear and you don't care, and I won't play alone. I got you in my sight. I keep all the words you said to me. I get you on your knees. Rewrite all the things you said that I should be. I'll get you now. You'll beg me, please. Hey, now I stay away. You were never meant to save me. Now I stay away. I'll hear you say you're sorry. Hate I even loved you. Hate I fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I kinda fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I kinda fell in love with you. With you, I cried with you. Now wanna be alone. I lied for you, I tried for you. You wouldn't play alone. I got you in my sight. I keep all the words you said to me. I get you on your knees. Rewrite all the things you said that I should be. I'll get you now. You'll beg me, please. Hey, now I stay away. You were never meant to save me. Now I stay away. I'll hear you say you're sorry. Hate I even loved you. Hate I fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I kinda fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you. Hate I kinda fell in love with you.
Right. Just left with one single edge. Then yeah, actually gonna call it a day. We reduce this a little bit. I actually forgot about these. Yeah, because I actually didn't use the symmetry back there. But, and I need to go to the toilet. Oh shit. Yeah, no. Now there's a little bit of a dilemma, I guess. Guys, no. I'll do that on Monday. I'll definitely remember to complete this part, I guess. Because I don't want to take a break, go to the toilet, run and finish this off, and then end the stream. That's yeah. So guys, yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. So hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. See you on Monday, where I'll finish off maybe this entire texturing the forum guard. Yeah, anyways, thanks for watching guys, and enjoy your weekend. Cheers.